Hello Bookish friends. Since I celebrated my 5th year in BookTube, I've decided to talk about one of my favorite Turkish books that are translated to English, which is The Architect's Apprentice by Elif Şafak. Elif Şafak was born in Strasbourg in 1971. She spent her childhood and teenage years in Ankara, Madrid, Amman, Köln, Istanbul, Boston, Michigan, and Arizona because her mother was a member of the Foreign Affairs staff. After graduating from Relations Bachelor degree, she had a Gender and Women's Studies Master's degree and PhD in Political Science and Political Philosophy in Middle East Technical University, Ankara. She has taught in various universities in Turkey, UK, and USA. As well as being a famous writer, Şafak became an academic and a strong political figure. She is an advocate of women and LGBTQ+ rights, also freedom of speech. She currently lives in England. Elif Şafak is an award-winning author who writes in both Turkish and English. Her first short story collection called Kem Gözlere Anadolu was published in 1994. Her first novel, Pinhan, was published in 1998 and received a literary award in Turkey. Her books have been translated to 50 different languages. Some of her books translated to English are The Bastard of Istanbul, The Architect's Apprentice, Three Daughters of Eve, 40 Years of Love, Honor, The Flea Palace, 10 minutes 38 seconds in the Strange World, The Gaze, The Saint of Insipid Insanities, The Island of Missing Trees, as well as non-fiction works, Black Milk, The Happiness of Blond People, and How to Stay Sane in an Age of Division. The Architect's Apprentice is a 2013 historical fiction novel by Elif Şafak. Şafak originally wrote the novel in English and assisted the Turkish translator Umca Koruga. And the Turkish title of the book is Ustam ve Ben. The book was first published by Viking Press and its Turkish translation was published by Doğan Yayıncılık on December 2013. The book is set in the 16th century Ottoman Empire, spanning the reigns of Süleyman I, Selim II, and Murat III. It follows the fictional life of Cihan, an elephant keeper, to Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent, and later becomes an apprentice of the grand architect Mimar Sinan. This book has three very significant characters. The first one is Cihan. He was born in India. He becomes the keeper of a white elephant named Chota, a gift to Ottoman Sultan Süleyman. When the original keeper was killed, he comes to Istanbul when he was 15. He first lives in the menagerie of one of the palaces. When he is sent to Boğdan campaign with Chota, he becomes one of the 4 apprentices of grand architect Mimar Sinan after he helps him to build a bridge. He feels a platonic love for Sultana Mihrimah, Süleyman's daughter. The other significant character is, of course, Mimar Sinan, the grand architect, who was the chief of Ottoman architect, engineer, and mathematician for Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent, Selim II, and Murat III. He was responsible for the construction of more than 300 major structures, including the Selimiye Mosque in Edirne, the Kanuni Sultan Süleyman Bridge in Büyükçekmece, and the Mehmet Paşa Skolov Bridge in Vizgrad, as well as more modest projects such as medreses, kulliyes, and bridges. Mimar Sinan was allegedly in love with Sultana Mihrimah, the daughter of Süleyman. He actually built 2 mosques in her name. However, in this book, Sinan is content with his marriage and is obsessed only with his work and his artmanship. And the famous Mihrimah Sultan who is the daughter of Ottoman Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent and his wife Hürrem Sultan. She was the most powerful imperial princess in the Ottoman history. Mihrimah also sponsored a number of major architectural projects. Her most famous foundations are the two Istanbul mosque complexes that bear her name, both designed by her father's chief architect Mimar Sinan, as I've said before. In this book, she and Cihan become friends when they are children, and later they become star-crossed platonic lovers when they grow up. As I've said in the beginning of the video, this book is one of my favorite Turkish books that is available in English. It is certainly my favorite book by Elif Şafak. Although some of the architectural details and facts about Mimar Sinan's life has been altered in order to make the plot exciting. As an architect, I found the concept of joy of creating very much present in the book, which was a detail that I loved. I also really liked how Sinan was portrayed as great architect as he actually is. Some of his works in our country and in the Balkan are really great works of art, and this book clearly is emphasized on that fact. I also quite liked the relationship between Cihan and Chota, which was endearing. Also, the observations of a 15-year boy in the 16th century Istanbul was very interesting to read. It is a point of view that is not very common both in real life or in fiction. The details about the life in palace and the power struggles between the people in the palace as well as the Sultan were blended very well. Overall, I gave this book 5 stars when I read it. I would advise this book to readers who really like historical fiction, who wants to learn more about the life in Ottoman Empire among the elite society, also the power struggles in the palace. But most importantly, I would advise this book if you're a fan of fiction books about art, architecture, and the soul of a city in a book. This was my review of The Architect's Apprentice by Elif Şafak. Please comment down below, have you read this book or any book by Elif Şafak, and what did you think of them? If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. For Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose apprentice. Apprentice means çırak in Turkish, and çırak is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.